So I've tried to go to bed every night at 10 o'clock and then wake up at 5, do exercise early, take a shower, do my devotions, get my day started. I haven't been very good at it. I don't know about you, but it bothers me so much whenever I put my mind to something and then I don't actually achieve it. So quick story, I'm in my second year of nursing school. We were kind of rotating that semester. It was a small hospital, but they had each person in a different unit. And it was my turn to be in the ICU. I'm super excited. It's my first day in the ICU. And I'm pumped, you know, I'm in maroon scrubs, you know, excited about life. The awkward moment when you don't know who your preceptor is and you kind of have to, oh, who's Holly? Susan or whatever the heck it was. You just kind of have to go around trying to find your nurse. Oh, I've never been here before. You know, you awkwardly have to interrupt. This is one of the things that actually I really hated about nursing school was the fact that they made you here are these nurses trying to get rapport, you know, and I don't know about you, but if you're a nurse, if you can relate to this, comment below. Oh, it just gives me, it just makes me cringe just thinking about how it made me feel. It used to make me feel so bad. So I walk up to the nurse that they point me toward and I'm like, hey, I did not even finish introducing myself and this cat rolls her eyes. Oh, you're with me today? Super like, and I felt so bad. I literally looked at her, I am so sorry. Listen, if you do not need me around, I am chill, can go sit in a corner. And she was like, no, it's fine. Just know that you're not gonna learn anything today because I am not in a good attitude. Sis, wow, I don't know. It was, you know, I was crushed. It was the first, like nobody warned me about that. Like, I don't know, apparently there's like this culture. I was not warned. So it was a shock to me. I felt like running back home to my mother. This light is gonna start bothering me, so I'm gonna, lights. So throughout the day, after she got like report done, after she did rounds, I ate lunch all by myself. She started kind of like loosening up and being a little more friendly. Told me that she was going to NP school. She was actually, you know, a really good nurse. She knew what she was talking about. She was really smart. You know, when I went back to the break room to gather my stuff and like I was headed home, I remember I wrote her a note. You know, keep your head up. You're gonna be a great NP. Thank you for everything that you did for me today. And I put it on her locker. But like, it was like she had to warm up. You know, when we're confronted with these kinds of experiences, those are the things that give us anxiety to go to a new job or to go to clinicals or to be trained. You know, not knowing whether people are gonna accept you, not knowing if you're gonna be competent enough. That's what gives us that anxiety before our shift the next morning. I don't know if you've ever felt that, but it's like that pit in the stomach kind of feeling like, oh, tomorrow is my shift. Like, you know, and you're, you know, it's the night before or you know, you wake up that morning with like having that pit in the stomach or having that feeling, and it's because of the fear and the anxiety that you get before a shift. And I want to take just a moment to talk to nursing students and brand new nurses. I found a post. Shout out to them. This is their Instagram page, so go follow them. They posted something, how to minimize pre-shift anxiety as a nurse. And I think that this goes also for people in clinical. It's for doctors, it's for PTs, it's for everybody. Number one, realize that everyone's attitude is a choice. It's a choice. It's not caffeine. It's not if you didn't have breakfast. It's not whatever the dip squat you say, all right? It's a choice to be grumpy or to be happy, okay? It's a choice that you go to work and you have to warm up to your happy mode. That is such a lie. So if someone's treating you crappy, it's not because of you, what you did to them. It's them making that choice to be bitter. Let it roll off your shoulders. Number two, way to minimize anxiety is to make sure you listen. If you listen and you focus on things that are happening around you, you're less likely to miss things. And when you miss certain things, like, you know, a doctor said a certain dose of a medication, or the nurse asked you to carry out a certain task or something. As a new nurse, as a nursing student, and missing those cues could cause anxiety because you're afraid of missing something to where people are gonna like blame you for it. Make sure you mentally prepare yourself to listen throughout that shift, because that's gonna help you avoid a lot of those negative encounters if you just pay attention a little bit more. Prepare in a way that is right for you. This is really important. What is What gets your mindset? If in that morning you drive to work and you're blasting some music, you know, that helps you calm your nerves. Or if you're, you know, praying or do your devotions, you're talking to God about, look, God, I am super nervous about this shift. Calm my nerves so that I can learn and be the nurse that you've called me to be. Talking to a friend, you know, maybe it's, you know, calling somebody up and say, maybe I'm really stressed about the day tomorrow or something like that. You know, having some alone time, getting a good night's sleep. Those are ways that you can prepare to avoid that anxiety. Talk with your patient. I love number 4. A lot of times our anxiety builds up because we forget what we're there for. Your patient is the center of care. Go into your patient's room and you talk to them and you get to know them as a human being. A lot of time that eases the anxiety that you have because you're connecting on a personal level rather than just a bunch of tasks that you have to do. Knowing your why for doing what you're doing reduces that anxiety because it helps realign your purpose. It helps realign what you're there to do. It's to connect and to help and to heal. Self-talk and affirmation in a stressful situation. I know that I've done this before, you know, on codes, whenever my patient starts to crash or something like that, I'll literally be hanging things or connecting stuff. And in my head, I'll be like, I can do this. I know how to do this. You know, I've done this many times before. You know, I talk to myself, you know, to get you through that day. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Wow. Self-talk and affirmation actually does help. You talking to yourself, encouraging yourself, and making sure that you affirm that you're able to do this and that you have a registered nurse license. You're able to get through it. Don't take toxic people personally. There's going to be people you face at the hospital setting, it doesn't matter who it is, other nurses, doctors, that are going to be toxic. Don't let their toxicity affect your heart, make you nervous before going to a unit. I know how that feels. It is not good. Rise above that and fly over that toxicity. That's how you can reduce anxiety levels. Be unapologetically who you are. That's the last one. When you start as a brand new nurse, be unapologetically retarded. I mean, don't be retarded, but like be unapologetically unsure about things. You know, be like, you know, I'm not sure about this and I'm not afraid to say it. You're in training and they offer you to put a Foley in. You haven't put one in a while or something. Don't be afraid to say, listen, I haven't put one in a while. I'd like to see you put it in first and then I'll be happy to do the next one. You know, can you remind me what this medication does? You know, and they look at you like, oh my gosh, who cares, you know? Who legitly cares? You're gonna tell me what it is or not? Because otherwise I can Google it. You're gonna tell me? Are you gonna teach me? Isn't that what preceptors do? Don't let that bother you if you don't know certain things. Embrace it, be unapologetically who you are, learn from your mistakes, and having that kind of mindset, again, will minimize the anxiety before a shift. I hope that this helped. You're a brand new nurse or you're in nursing school. Maybe something really hit you. Tell me what that was. Tell me how it helped. I'll make sure and read it if you comment below. If you're a nurse though, and you have other tips, like go ahead and comment and tell people what helped you reduce that anxiety, because I feel like anxiety is the #1 thing that affects the ability to learn. It's the barrier. That's the barrier to learning. It's anxiety. It's the fear. Y eso es todo para el video de hoy. Subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when the next video comes up. Follow me on Instagram and on Spotify. I invite you to check yourself. Remind yourself of what it was like to be a nursing student. Treat nursing students good. Treat baby preceptees good, you know? Don't blame your stupid, grumpy, bad, stinky attitude on, oh, I just need to get a coffee. Oh, I just need to get warmed up on the unit. Like nobody wants to be around that person that has to warm up. That nurse who has to like wait until like 2 p.m. to like have a good attitude. Like you're helping nobody. Before you even clock in, check yourself.